Well, good morning. This is Tampa Home Talk, and you may notice that our intro music is missing, and we are so happy about that. Because our intention was actually to change that for 2019, so everything happens for a reason, doesn't it?
I had the background music for you in the background.
So, I'm so excited about this show. We've got 4 amazing guests lined up, plus Leo, myself, and Adam Talley, of course, chiming in with his insurance tip of the week. And we have so many things to talk about with regards to 2019, with regards to your New Year's resolutions. We're going to talk all about, when you make those New Year's resolutions, how are you going to be able to keep them, right? Because I think so many people, including myself, you make them, you're gung-ho, and I think the stats, my guests will probably know for sure, I would say around the 3rd week of January, maybe the 4th week of January, those resolutions start to wane just a little bit. And I think the hardest part is keeping track and staying focused and not falling off the wagon. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guests. We have Mrs. Kim Farmer. She's a corporate wellness specialist, and she's going to be joining us today by phone. We also have Miss Bridgette Simmonds. She is a life coach. Everybody in the studio with me today, I have had personal experiences with, and I'm going to share those as we go along the way. We also have Kim Joseph with Salamester. Welcome.
Thank you.
And again, Samantha Taylor with Samantha Taylor Fitness. Welcome back.
Hi.
And Leo Taylor, oh man, you might have to talk for a minute. I've not had enough coffee this morning, even though it sounds like it. So I would love to roll over to Kim first. Pat, do we have her live?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So good morning, Kim. Welcome. This is Tampa Home Talk. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you so much, Katrina. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
So could you give the person listening just a little bit of background about yourself and your company? Because you guys are not even from here. You're from the Colorado area, right, originally?
Originally, yes. So we're based in the Denver metro area, which is the reason why we're called Mile High Fitness and Wellness. And we've been in business for about 11 years. And we first started out by helping out with in-home personal training and nutrition coaching for individuals, but then we expanded to helping the corporate community. So we work with companies, we work with school districts, we work with churches, anywhere where anyone can have a fitness class or a nutrition class or anything concerning wellness.
What does that look like when you talk about bringing that into the corporate space? Can you give me an idea what that might look like if you brought that into my work environment and I'm at a corporate location?
Yeah, sure. So some companies use us specifically for fitness classes. So we may come in and teach like a yoga class or Zumba or Pilates or kickboxing or something like that. It could be indoors or outdoors. Most companies don't have a gym, so a lot of times our classes are held in a conference room setting. We've done classes in break rooms and hallways, things like that. We also do a lot of lunch and learns, so they may have us come in and do a nutrition talk or a stress management seminar, something along those lines to help keep their employees healthy at home and at work. So our tagline is, we meet you where you are. So regardless of your physical location or your fitness or nutrition level, we meet you where you are. And
awesome.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and we are definitely expanding in the Tampa area, although we do have clients around the country.
So how do you deal with the fact that if you go into a corporate environment, there's really not any tools, right, or things you would find in a gym to help you with this personal training? What do? Do you bring stuff with you?
Yeah, so some of our instructors do have equipment that they bring. Although a lot of times the classes that we offer specifically because they don't require equipment. So, for example, Zumba, the instructor can just bring, a boombox or something. Yoga, people just bring their own mats. Boot camp, you can do a lot of body weight exercises. So we specifically offer classes that don't require equipment for that very reason.
And it's interesting. Some of the top 5 frequently asked questions that you guys get, I'm going to run through them real quick and I'll let you answer some of them, are how do I get a flat stomach? And how do I get arms like yours? How do I find the time to exercise with my busy schedule? That's a really good one. And can someone help me at home if I have no equipment? And should I work out first thing in the morning? Can you tackle those for me and answer some of those, especially the last 3?
I want to know how to get a flat stomach.
So the one... Did someone say something?
Yeah, I want to know how to get a flat stomach.
Oh, yeah, don't we all? So a lot of people think, I'll just do like 1,000 sit-ups and all of a sudden my stomach, will start to be flat. But really, I think the first thing I want to talk about is behavior change, because I could talk all day long about, the types of exercises that it would take to get, arms like mine or a flat stomach or things like that, or how to fit exercise into your busy schedule. But the very first step is to talk about your mental making a mental shift, because a lot of times we already know what to do, we already know what to eat, but if we're not really ready to make a change when it comes to our behavior and our habits, then it doesn't really matter what's coming out of my mouth.
Makes sense.
So we really definitely need to talk about the habit cycle. There's a habit cycle. All of us have one. We're motivated by different cues, and we may get a cue that it's time to, let's say, smoke a cigarette because we are having a drink, for example, or we're out with friends.
Right.
So we need to eat what everyone else is eating, and we need to drink what they're drinking.
Oh, yeah, the routine habits that lead one into the next. That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. So we have to, talk about our routines and how to really start replacing some of our old routines with new habits. So, for example, instead of, like when you think about someone that goes to Alcoholics Anonymous, for example, a lot of times they substitute drinking with socializing, for example. So one of their big things is making friends, because when it's time to have a drink, then you need to replace that with something else. So It could be socializing. It could be taking a walk. It really is about your own lifestyle and thinking about how you can change your behavior to match your lifestyle, and that you're not trying to do what someone else is doing because that's what they said what works for them. It may not work for you. So,
Kim, what's your number one answer when people say, I have no time to exercise with my schedule, I don't have 5 minutes for myself? What's your suggestion?
Right. I honestly do not believe that. I think that all of us have at least 5 minutes, even if when we're talking on the phone, for example, like right now, right? I'm on the phone with you, and I actually happen to be sitting down, but I don't have to be. I could be walking around right now while I'm on the phone with you.
I don't want my guests to get any bright ideas, because we'll hear that fumbling, as we're moving around. So, yeah, but that makes sense.
But you know what I mean, right? So it's just about like looking at your own lifestyle and figuring out how you can fit it in. If you work at a location where you're sitting at a desk all day, I don't think your boss is making you sit down while you're working, right? You can definitely stand up and work. You can be doing squats while you're working. You can make walking meetings. Everyone has to have meetings. I remember when I worked in the corporate world, I used to hate all the meetings because I hated sitting down.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are turning to having walking meetings. So you don't necessarily have to change your entire, schedule, your entire life to fit exercise in. It's about fitting it in your life the way it stands right now, so you don't feel like it's a big change. It's something that you can actually do. Making those small changes and small steps lead to big results. So it's just about making those small little changes every day.
How do I incorporate my PowerPoint presentation into the walking meeting?
Text it to them, I guess.
Well, that might be a difficult one.
Everybody has smartphones, Leo.
Oh, so we're saying we should all look at our phones while walking?
Paint a picture with your words, Leo.
Well, I mean, if you want to get hit by a car, but I wouldn't recommend that.
All right. So my last question for you, Kim, is do you offer in-home exercise, or like how does it work? Do you offer in-home consultations or personal sessions with people?
Yes. So we offer complimentary consultations for people that are like, maybe this is for me, maybe it's not. You just have like a lot of questions. We can definitely chat on the phone, no charge. And then as far as helping you out where you're located, it doesn't have to be in your home, because some people don't want people in your house for whatever reason.
Right.
So we don't necessarily have to come to your house. We can come to whatever location. Some gyms will allow outside trainers. There might be a park that's nearby.
Kim, I've been in a lot of these houses, so I can tell you already why people don't want you over. I know. But, it makes total sense.
Agree with that.
So I want to have the opportunity to give away what you're talking about. You have a couple complimentary coaching calls, and then 2 sessions that are $69. And what's the normal cost on that?
Yeah, so we're offering 2 coaching sessions for $69. 1 coaching session, okay, just so you get an idea of what the savings. Usually 1 coaching session runs between $60 and $70.
Okay.
So you're really getting a 2-for-1 deal at least.
Awesome.
And so the coaching session, consists of us either chatting on the phone. We can do a Skype call. We can meet in person and just talk about you and what your goals are and how we might be able to help you.
And you have trainers all over, right? So you're all over Tampa. You're all over Colorado.
We're national.
Got it.
So
okay.
It doesn't really matter where they're located. Yeah. So we can meet you where you are.
So, I would say if you're a CEO or a manager, definitely check into that corporate wellness program, because I think that's a great offering that not a lot of other people can do. And I think it would be excellent idea to bring into the workplace for 2019 to help people keep those New Year's resolutions. And our off-air number is 813-377-2775. If you want to get connected with Kim Farmer, just text corporate wellness to 813-377-2775. Again, 813-377-2775. And I am going to have Pat George here in just a couple minutes take down 2 people that you can give away those coaching sessions to for $69, 2 of them. Thanks for joining us today, Kim.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, and that is a great segue into our next guest, which is going to be Bridgette Simmonds, no stranger to Tampa Home Talk as well. You've been on before, and you are a life coach, right? So we're going to talk to Bridgette a little bit about a life coach, who they are, what they do, some value that she can bring, and much more when we come back right after the break. But in the meantime, Pat, I'm going to give out the studio call-in lines so that we can offer those 2 sessions for Kim Farmer, okay? 888-404-1010, 888-404-1010 is our studio call-in lines. Talk to Pat George there, and he's going to take your name and your number, and we'll get you connected with Kim Farmer. 888-404-1010. You're listening to Tampa Home Talk. I'm your host, Katrina Madewell, and we will be back right after this break.
Well, good morning. This is Tampa Home Talk. We're here live in the studio. Katrina's just typing her resolutions away into the Facebook Live streaming thingamabobber. One of these. Oh, she spelled resolution wrong.
I'm working on it. I fixed it.
So yeah, this is an exciting show. I feel all pumped up. I did my my resolution or goal planning like 2 months ago for 2020, but
So-
I'm excited to have this this life coach.
What's your New Year's resolution? You got one?
a New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
I don't really do New Year's resolutions.
So you don't do any resolution at all? There's not one thing that...
I do goal planning.
But everybody does goal planning. I would think most people, for the most part, do goal planning. But you don't have like one big personal resolution at least?
I have personal goals.
Okay, so what's one big personal goal? We're going to call it your resolution that you want to carry into this year.
A personal
I thought you
one.
said you had it. Where is it?
I just,
It's personal.
It's It's very personal. It's very personal.
You're totally bluffing. Just
Okay, no,
calling me out.
actually, no, I'm not bluffing. Actually, I spent 2018. I spent trying over 50 different tequilas and mezcals.
Oh, please,
And
really? We have to
in
go here?
2019, my goal is to perfect a tequila mezcal cocktail. I've tried the Manhattan. I've tried the old fashioned. I am experimenting. My next one is to try
For your
absinthe.
ears only. Adam's on the line.
Absinthe with
Now I know why you
tequila.
pack it along so well.
So that is my resolution. I want to perfect a tequila cocktail. I'm tired of whiskey and bourbon getting all the fame. I'm tired of vodka getting all the fame. Tequila needs its time to shine in my mixed cocktail. That's my resolution.
Oh, how right you are.
That is my resolution, to perfect the tequila cocktail.
And my goal would probably be the total opposite of yours, but in any case, let's roll over to Bridgette. She is a life coach, which is it Go Coach is the name of the company, right?
Bridgette the Go Coach.
So I know Bridgette because I think I was introduced to you, right, by someone.
so.
And I did her vision planning workshop. It was so much fun. And I was thinking about that because our main Keller Williams office just did one on Friday.
Oh, awesome.
But I didn't have 5 minutes to get away. So. In any case, talk a little bit about, to the person listening, what you do.
So what I essentially do is the word coach comes from the word stagecoach, which is the old vehicle of olden times where it took people from where they were to where they want to be. And so that is essentially what I do as a coach is I take people, businesses, groups, whoever, from where they are to where they want to be. Oftentimes we just have this innate desire to grow and want to be something. That's what we're all here to do, is to self-actualize and have meaning to our lives, because everyone is asking the same question, whether they realize it or not, which is who am I and what am I here for? And that's usually what we tend to look to things in search of, whether it be a tequila, tequila infused, cocktail or what have you.
Tried infusing tequila.
It's all in search of the answer to those questions. And so I help people develop what their vision is and help them to take the tiniest of steps to go in the direction of that vision.
So it's an I have a question to tag onto that. So just don't
Sure.
let me forget, because I'll keep in the back of my mind.
Okay.
But I think everyone listening has a really good idea of what a coach is, right?
Yeah.
At some point in your life, you've had a coach, whether it was a baseball coach or a soccer coach or a dance coach or whatever. But what exactly is a life coach?
So a life coach, much like coaching in sports, they are there to help support you. And as a life coach for your life, and I also do business coaching and leadership coaching, I am a partner with you. Aside from the other helping modalities, is what they're called, like psychologists and therapists, those people are experts in a field, and they kind of sit in that leadership position above you, so to speak, to help you in their expertise. I sit next to you as a partner, like, okay, hey, what is it you want? Okay, tell me about your vision. And I help to pull it out of you. I help to be a mirror to when you say, I really can't do this. I've never been able to do it. No one in my family has been able to do it, so that I can push against that and challenge. How true is that really?
Yes.
And what is the tiniest thing you can do in the next week to get it done? And because we all don't want to let people down inherently, you make a commitment to me. I help hold you accountable to doing the thing you said that you want to do. And then bit by bit, step by step, you get it done.
And a good example of someone who might be a great client for you would be somebody that's had a ton of success in life. And they feel like they're grateful, but maybe they don't feel like they're grateful enough, and yet they just don't feel truly fulfilled inside.
Yeah.
And then you get that question a lot that says, is something wrong with me? Yeah. Like, I've got, looking from the outside in, this is the perfect world, right? You get that question a lot, and that's where someone like you, a life coach, would fill that gap.
Yeah.
So give me an example of how, just a little tiny little snippet, inside peek of how you would walk somebody through that.
Okay, great. So many of my clients have come from a place where on the outside, on the surface, if you look at LinkedIn and all of their accomplishments, that they have the life. They're executives or they're business owners, or they've just amassed some level of success. But when you get them behind closed doors and really tap into how's everything going for you, or if there is something that at the end of your life you could look back and feel like I did what I wanted to do and I lived it how I wanted to live it, what would be missing or what would need to happen? And essentially, the answer to that question is typically some deep, dark, secret desire that they've either shared with people only close to them or never really have said out loud, which I hear a ton. I've never said this to anybody, or I can't even believe I'm sharing this with you, but I've always
That's how you know
wanted
you're
to.
getting to where you're trying to go,
it's
right?
amazing. It's amazing just being able to ask questions and get out of someone their deepest desire, and then helping to make them go confidently in the direction of their dreams, which is why I'm the Go Coach. So to peek in that, I meet a person at a place where they feel like, gosh, I've gotten everything I've wanted, but I still feel like, is there more? There has to be more to this than just going to work and paying my bills. And so essentially, I help to ask a client, what is it that you would like to have, be, or do? And in answering that question, I then paint this picture. Like, what I envision when I'm working with someone is a blank canvas that I have the little brush and the paint. And as they're telling me and giving me instructions of what they see in their mind or in their spirit or heart, I paint it, and then we end up with this large destination that seems daunting, but with my help, it's not, because I say, okay, now that we filled up this blank slate, this little corner over here with this red circle that we painted, that you got really excited about, that you talked about, what would be the first tiniest thing you could do to get that red circle on the page of your life right now? And it could be, I need to make a phone call, or you know what, maybe let me research that a little bit, or I know exactly what to do, I've just been so scared to do it. And then they take that baby step, and I say, okay, how about in the next week or two you get it done, and then you let me know when you've got it done.
And I imagine you can feel that energy in whatever it is they're talking about, whether it's be, do, or have.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's it. That's the one thing we need to start with first.
That's it. And oftentimes, and I love that you said that, because I do feel energy. In fact, I actually have an actual resource to actually not read people's energy, because that sometimes sounds too woo-woo for people, but it actually is factual data in which they complete an assessment online, and I can tell energetically what makes them increase their levels of energy and what actually detracts from their energy. It's pretty powerful. And to your point, I can also feel when a person is telling me, I have a dream and a goal to do this, and it's not their dream. Sometimes it's the dream of their father, their mother, the expectations of the people around them. So that's another place in which I say, okay, how really important is it to you to get this? And I really dig into really what moves them and what their why is.
That's so great that you can pick up on that. I love that. And one of the other questions you get a lot is, how do I figure out my why? Yeah. Like, what's my life purpose?
Yes. Yeah. It's the biggest question that tends to daunt people. And it really doesn't, because what we think our purpose is really isn't our purpose. We think our purpose is something we need to be doing. Like it's a job we need to do. It's a vocation, or it's a career. And it's oftentimes not. There are some people that connect the two. Like for me, my purpose is love. period. Any place that I am residing, my desire is to emit love. And so how I do that is what I do, how I use my purpose. So think of purpose as things that are inanimate objects, but nonetheless, they serve a purpose, like flowers or the sunshine.
Right.
They can do multiple things. I may give flowers for bereavement. I may give flowers for love. I may give flowers because I need to say I'm sorry. But a flower is still a flower in all of those situations.
Right.
It emits beauty. It emits a nice floral scent. The sun can give energy. It can give a sunburn. It can give a nice tan. It does many things, but the sun in its inherent nature is the sun. And that's us. Our purpose is the thing that makes us feel most alive. And then what we do is how we express our purpose. So that's essentially what I help people to connect
This
with.
is so right on point. And this is what I was going to lead to a second ago. The book I'm in the middle of reading right now is Discover Your Why.
Yeah, I love that.
So
Yeah.
I'm right at the point where I had to stop because I need a partner, and I've got a friend in California I'm supposed to partner up with. But you know,
Nice.
with 3-hour time difference with our schedules can be fun.
Oh, so much fun.
So you know, every new year, many people get excited about the new possibilities, then it kind of fizzles out and it fades away by the second week. So it's like, you know, the Groundhog Day over and over again. You know, what can you do if someone has low energy, low motivation? Maybe they're not happy or they're where they want to be. How can you fix that?
So how you can fix that, and Kim kind of talked a little bit about habits and rituals, and we have them whether or not we realize it or not, that we do things repeatedly every single day that we're committed to, brushing our teeth, setting our alarm, going to work. And some of those things we may or may not want to do or may not enjoy doing, but it's the same exact thing. So find out your why, find out if it really is something you truly want to do, or is it the thing that you think you have to do.
How long do you think that process is when somebody runs through that with you?
It could be from anything from minutes to a couple weeks to a couple months, depending on how committed they are to saying that they can't.
I love it. That is so exciting. And real quick, what's the best way for someone to take a bold leap and
30
start their own
seconds.
business?
Start their own business. Gosh.
Yeah. What's the one thing they could do
In
to move in
30
that
seconds?
direction?
Do some research. There is
Got it.
nothing in this life that you cannot Google the first step for.
20 seconds.
Google it, figure it out, take the first baby step.
All right. And when we come back, we're going to talk all about her new product tied to her mission. This is Tampa Home Talk. We'll be back in just a minute.
Well, good morning. This is Tampa Home Talk. This is Leo's segment to pick on Katrina and find out what her New Year's
I'll
resolutions
take
are.
it. I got anything you got.
You got anything I got?
I got anything you got. So mine were a little bit late. I kind of fumbled with this for a little while, and I kind of have some of the same things that roll over from one year to the next. But I think they kind of tie hand in hand. And my New Year's resolutions are to get back to the gym 3 times a week.
You want that flat stomach?
And I just need to be flatter than it is right now.
You want arms like these?
Well, no, I don't want arms like those. My arm's going to be bigger than yours. And really, and I think the other goal, that's my plan, which ties right into it, is to join the 5 a.m. club. So to start at 5 a.m., I've got it all like planned out in my mind how it's going to go. And I'm giving myself the breather because it's been a weird week, really weird week.
What is the 5 a.m. club?
So you get up at 5 a.m.
at
It's a
5.
quick call with some entrepreneur people, and they talk about a lot of little different things. A lot of them are in the real estate space, and then you start your day with
Wow.
journaling, exercise, and
Yeah, my days end at 2
plans.
a.m., so I couldn't imagine being part of the 5 a.m.
yeah,
club.
and I'm usually that person too, and I would like to make that shift for a little bit and see how it feels.
Okay, one of my goals for this show is to get you to announce the off-air number about 6 to 8 times per episode.
And I'm going to do that right now in case someone wants to connect with Bridgette. You can just text LIFE to 813-377-2775. If you want to connect with Bridgette Simmonds, the goal coach, at 813-377-2775. We'll get you guys connected so you can maybe find out your why or get that deeper, bigger meaning and, you know, what's for you outside of that day-to-day grind. And so 813-377-2775. And we're going to roll over to Kim Joseph. I got 2 Kims on the show, man. Y'all are messing me up. So Kim is extraordinary. I met her through Lisa, which Lisa used to be our radio show coordinator here at Tampa Home Talk. And I love her product, so I'm really happy to have her on, because I think her product ties into New Year's resolutions for many people. So she's with Salad Master, and you may or may not have heard of Salad Master, but they've been around for a long time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Turn her up.
Katrina. I really appreciate this opportunity to share. What I do is I talk about health, nutrition, vitamins, and minerals. And what my company's name
Her
is.
mic is way away from her mouth.
Hold on, I'm going to try to fix you here because our
How's that? Am I any better now?
I don't think it's you.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I think you're good.
So my company's name is Salad Master. Wow, I hear it different now. Okay. All right. So what I do is I talk about health and nutrition, which ties in really well with the brand new year, right?
Yes.
And I share about how to retain more vitamins, minerals, and nutritional content in the food that you're already cooking every day. So if you're already cooking, all I do is show you how you can do it in a little bit different fashion. It's not that you have to completely change everything. So what we offer is a cookware system, and it is an amazing system. What it is it's technologically and scientifically designed to show you. I can show you how you can use this cookware to prepare with no water, no oil, and what you do is you use low temperatures as well. So then, by using a combination of all that, you in turn retain 93% of the vitamins, minerals, and nutritional content that your food already has. So you guys know when you cook, you do something to your food, right? You bring up that temperature. If you cook fast, you really cook on high temperatures. So what we do is we just show you how to kind of tweak that a little bit, and it is an amazing
And so
process.
her presentation's what, about 45 minutes? She'll come to your home and literally cook you dinner, no strings attached. And
No
I'm like, I
strings
could
attached.
never say no to that. Like, even if the food's mediocre, which it wasn't,
No.
I'm not going to say no to someone that will come in and cook. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, sign me up. How often
Yeah.
can we do this?
Is that like one of the cooking shows where you come in and you cook using what's in their fridge and in their pantry?
No, she brings everything herself.
I bring everything. I bring the cookware. I bring the food. I even bring the dishwasher. It's
Wow.
an assistant. I'm telling you.
I speak from experience because her cookware is amazing. When she came to my home and she cooked me dinner, literally she was no pressure. Like, I didn't feel like I had to buy anything when she left, but I really loved the cookware. And this is just it's lifetime cookware. Like, you'll never buy anything else again after
Absolutely.
you buy this. But the cool thing about it is they have this food processor that you get for free by just connecting to people that have dinner. And then aside from that, you go into a lot of businesses and that sort of stuff too. And you talk
Absolutely.
about the food rainbow.
Yes.
So she did that here for us and some other places. And the food rainbow literally shows you how all those colors mean different things.
Yes.
And how you want to keep as much of that color as possible when you eat it. Is
Yes.
that pretty spot on?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we do on the dinners is called a rainbow garden salad. So what we do is we take about 7 to 8 different vegetables that are all different colors, and in the rainbow, every color is represented by a different mineral or a different nutritional value. So what we do is we make a wonderful rainbow salad, and we show you how you can do this in what you're already doing. And it's just an amazing process. We have fun, and I have really bad jokes too, don't I, Katrina?
They're kind of cute, and and it's it's interesting because you say all the time when you're there, medium, click low, like you can't get it out of your head.
Exactly.
So it's cooking at a lower temperature, so they retain the vitamins, the minerals, and all the things your body's supposed to have.
Yes.
Which is super interesting because it's a little bit of a learning curve. I think
is.
it's opposite of the way
Oh yeah,
I taught myself how to cook.
Yeah, everybody has a tendency to pick the lid, look at it, because we're all used to cooking on high temperatures, right? And we're all used to doing these things. So it's such a the most biggest temptation, I would think, would be to take off the lid and stir it. But you really don't need to. So that's some of the things that I show.
And so it's interesting because literally there are no strings attached. Like,
Nope.
she's not going to try to sell you anything.
Nope.
She is just going to literally bring the food, make you dinner, and you'll leave she even does all the dishes. Your kitchen will be probably better than she found it.
My main goals is to just show you how to retain more vitamins and minerals and nutritional value in your food that you're already cooking every day. And I want you to enjoy your dinner. I want you to, when I walk out that door, I want you to be educated. I want to teach you some things that you may or may not know already, and that is so valuable to me. What I do is I really focus on that aspect, and I don't really have to do anything other than that. It's just an amazing opportunity for anyone that wanted to join it.
The interesting thing is the food literally tastes different.
Because it has the nutrients in it that you don't normally get. So that's one of the things that I explain on the dinner is why are we not getting this already in what we're cooking? We may think we're doing it 100% completely right, and you may be. I'm not saying that you don't, but what happens is there's certain things that you can tweak, and the flavor, the natural flavor of the food is amazing. So, for example, you have a carrot, right? You eat a carrot raw. It tastes completely different when you cook it, doesn't it? You ever notice how some people say, oh, well, I don't like broccoli cooked, but I like broccoli raw? I show you how you can make it taste more like that.
Can I still have my broccoli and cauliflower drenched in cheese?
You certainly can.
I
if
thought you were
want
going to say drinks some tequila.
No, cheese.
No tequila for the
Well, the
broccoli.
cheese has a little tequila in it.
But it's
Maybe some beer cheese.
beer cheese is interesting. I
Pat,
don't know
you
about
should,
that
Pat,
one.
you should come have Kim cook you and Amy dinner.
I need some yum yum.
Let's do this.
She'll literally come and make you fried chicken.
Yep.
And like what, a 5-course meal under 500 calories
Wait.
or something.
Five
Fried
course,
chicken.
totally fried chicken. No oil, no water. I don't use oil or water
or
when I
butter,
cook.
nothing.
Nope.
If I have you come to my house, I don't want fried chicken. We're going to have nice steak.
You have limited options.
Yeah.
She'll give you some options. But
Hey, can I tell you a little secret I learned over the holiday? That if you take, and Kim, maybe you can back this up, if you take a chicken breast and soak it in pickle juice for 2 days, it tastes identical to Chick-fil-A.
that's because
Really?
that's how they do their chicken.
They ceviche the chicken?
No,
Apparently.
they do soak it in pickle juice.
Well, I'll tell you what, my chicken's pretty darn good, Pat. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I was watching a cooking show the other day, and they took a chicken breast and they just completely coated it in mayonnaise on all sides, and then they baked it that way, and the judges loved it. I would never
Interesting.
try that, but he won the contest.
So,
So-
if you're interested in getting more information about what Kim does, you want her to come cook you dinner, you want information, maybe you just want to check out this rainbow salad or get the pamphlet with the vitamins and the colors and what the vitamins equate to. You can just text salad to 813-377-2775, 813-377-2775. And I don't want Adam Talley to think I forgot about him,
Wait,
'cause
so
I
we're
didn't.
texting salad, we're texting life. What else are we texting?
Well, that's it for now.
No,
If you
there-
want to connect with Bridgette, text life.
What's the other one? We did the first segment.
Hers was corporate.
Okay, corporate
Corporate
life salad.
Yep. So far. 813-377-2775. We'll get you connected with who you want to be connected to.
Corporate life or salad or insurance.
Right. Because I realize you might want Kim, but you might not want Bridgette. Or somebody might want Bridgette, but they might not want Kim. So
And everyone wants a Leo
everybody wants Leo.
with these noodly arms.
Oh, Leo. You always bring fun to the party, that's for sure. So, Adam, are you with us? Did we lose him, Pat?
No, he's there.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Hey, welcome. We missed you this week.
I know. Sorry about that. It's Happy New Year. I hope everybody's doing good.
Absolutely. Happy New Year to you. Adam Talley with Talley Insurance. He's our official insurance partner of Tampa Home Talk. We're glad you're here, and we missed you in the studio.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw my New Year's resolution, but Pat pretty much took care of it for me. My New Year's resolution was to make a friend with somebody with a boat, so as soon as Pat gets his pontoon boat, I'll be ready to go on my New Year's resolution. So he pretty much took care of that for me.
Well, I'm glad I could get you connected early.
Thank you.
So what you got for us today in terms of insurance tips?
Well, so for, in keeping with the theme of the new year and, New Year's resolution, everybody's trying to get with their right body, right mind. Something else that I think about when I think New Year's resolution is taking care of that one thing that you've procrastinated on for a long time. So when it comes to that, I think life insurance. And, starting with as far as life insurance is concerned, the longer you wait, the more expensive it gets. So there's no time like the present to make a phone call, get some life insurance. It's very important, but it's one of those things that everybody puts off because it's not it's not mandatory like homeowners insurance or auto
Nobody's
insurance.
making you
anything
do
else
it,
like that.
right? And I don't think anybody really wants to
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah, nobody's making you do it, but it's so affordable. I mean, you can get $500,000 in coverage for $50 a month. So, there's really no reason not to have it. Protects your family. Make sure that everything's good when something does happen. So that's my tip of the day is don't put off getting some life insurance or talking to somebody about your options.
Just a curious question, Adam. At what point in someone's life, roughly, what age do people finally think, I might need some life insurance?
It's usually, probably when it's a couple different things. Sometimes it's when big life events happen, so if they, first have their first kid or something like that. But, typically we'll see it in mid-40s, something like that. And by that time, your prices are going to be
It goes
pretty
up above.
pretty high. So if you're younger, in your 20s, 30s, something like that, you're going to get a lot better rate for.
So
for
how
same
much
coverage.
could that change a premium? I mean, obviously $50 to roughly what if they wait that 20, 30 years?
Well, it depends on what they're looking for. So the example
seconds.
I gave you was, more of a 30-year term policy, something like that. So if you're 30, that's going to take you till you're 60. Something
All right,
like that.
Adam.
So if you're
We'll get you connected up with our listeners. Just text insurance to 813-377-2775. Don't wait for those major life events. It might be too late. 813-377-2775.
Good morning. Welcome back to Tampa Home Talk. Remember, we're texting to 813-377-2775. You have your choices between corporate, life, salad, insurance, inspection, sell my home,
Or just Samantha. Welcome back. No stranger to Tampa Home Talk, of course. Samantha Taylor has been with us and also has been our show partner for a long time. Really great program that you run over there. You've added more locations since the last time.
Yes.
And I have to tell you, another friend of mine too did keto. She's in Pinellas. She's lost like 85 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's starting to gain traction.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I'm sure you can
It's the most
see.
popular
Yeah.
search plan in the world right now.
Which, you've been talking about this for how long?
5 years.
So Samantha Taylor Fitness, and it's interesting. So Samantha did not know Bridgette at all. Yet when you came in, you guys sort of knew each other.
Yeah, she knew me 18 years ago when I was at another gym.
And so you got your start there, right?
Right.
And since have built this amazing organization where you teach
Yeah, we have
women
5 locations
how
now.
to change how they live,
Right.
eat, and think about life.
Transform. It starts in the mind. I was sharing with him that, New Year's resolutions can work. So 8 years ago, as of yesterday, I had one to stop drinking, actually. I wasn't drinking tequila, but beer. And it's been 8 years. And, I haven't had a sip of alcohol, and I don't miss it. You just have to have a goal for what you want to accomplish in life. And I'm kind of an extremist, I decided to quit for a year, and now it's been 8.
Hey, I think that's a fantastic goal. I mean, I can imagine how much better you feel,
Oh,
right?
it's amazing. And how much more you get done.
Yes. And I'm sure there's people listening, right, that probably didn't have so great of a new year. And
Probably still
maybe
hungover.
can relate to
some-
this.
Yeah. But it's just amazing. You just have to find, like you guys have been talking about, I'm so motivated with everyone I've been listening to today, is you have to find that reason of why do you not want to stay where you are. There's a pain point of that will push you away from it and a point of pleasure that will bring you to it, that I just don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to be that person that wakes up hungover, or me being a previous sugar addict. I've been off sugar for 4 years. And it's just something that I just reached those points in my life that I didn't want to be that person anymore, and I wanted to become, better.
How do you think you've changed as a person? Because you said, one of the things you said when you talked to Bridgette is, gosh, that
I
was
am so
more than 8
different.
years ago. I'm not
I
even the
know.
same person.
Oh gosh, just so many things in my life. I mean, I just been on this constant process of transformation and looking at all these little areas, and I pretty much have tackled so many of them, and I have my own personal things that I still struggle with. One of them is water. I still need to drink more water, and it's something that is so simple, but it's so vital to health.
Yeah. And it's so great that you said that, because I think for the person listening, they might look at somebody like you and all that you've accomplished, which ties right back into the person we talked about earlier, and think, wow, if that person has flaws, surely I have some too. So it's easy to pick on yourself,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes you don't see those flaws in others.
It's just amazing because so many people will give so much to others and they'll be there for them. But what about ourselves? Like, we lose our true commitment to ourselves. And it's so easy to just say, well, I'll just do that later. And we give up on ourselves over and over and over again. The goal is to stop giving up so you don't have to keep starting over.
Yeah.
And there is a time where you can succeed for the rest of your life. There are people that lose weight and keep it off forever.
Yeah.
But how do you do that?
Well,
That's
how
the
do you
key.
do it?
Well, I've done it and helped thousands of people do it. I mean, you have to decide that living that way is unacceptable. That you're like, I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't accept that. You will accept whatever you'll tolerate whatever you accept. And you'll just say, well, okay, this is acceptable to me. Well, you
Right.
just make that decision that that's not acceptable.
Where do you find most people hit that pain point to where they're like, I got to change my life. I need to start exercising. I need to change my diet.
Unfortunately, someone will ask them when their baby's due and they're not pregnant. Or they'll see a picture of themselves on Facebook and they cannot believe that that's them. Or they're not feeling intimate with their spouse anymore because they're not feeling sexy. I mean, there's so many things attached to your pain point. I had one client that said to me, I was walking up to the mall and I saw this woman and she said to herself, that woman is so huge. I mean, she just thought that's like the fattest woman I've ever seen. And she walked up to the mirror and it was her. And she didn't even recognize her own clothes.
Wow.
And when she got closer to the window, she's like, oh my God, that's me. And she literally lost 100 pounds. It was like she just had that moment of realization of who she had become. And, we all know that it's already January. I mean, it's going to be 2020 in a year.
I can't believe that.
And I thought we'd be flying in cars by now, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But where is your life going to be when you're 50, 60, 70? That woman and man is planned now. It is not planned in 10 years. You better wake up like that 5 a.m. club you're talking about and make a decision that I am not living mediocrity anymore.
Yeah, it's a mind shift. There's something in your head has to click to say there's got to be something more. There's got to be something different, and I'm ready to make that shift.
Right.
And so let's. Normally we would roll to our real estate tip of the day, but I've had so much fun with you girls. I just want to run a quick lightning round and talk about anything that you forgot and make sure that we get that in. Bridgette, we'll roll to you.
Yes. So in line with everything we talked about, and Samantha, I am motivated too. There's a new movement I started called Tied to My Mission, and they are mission bands that I'm selling at tiedtomymission.com, and it's literally a life coach on your wrist, keeping you accountable. Every time you see this bracelet that is not removable without scissors, you put it on your wrist, you keep it on, you write a goal on the card that gets sent to you when you order your mission band, and when you achieve that goal, when you see that orange thing on your wrist every single day, it reminds you to take a step towards your goal. Once you finish your goal, you snip that thing off and you celebrate because you feel excited about being tied to your mission.
That's a little bit liberating. I love it.
It's amazing.
If you want to get more information on that, just text LIFE to 813-377-2775, and we're going to post that you're talking about on Tampa Home Talk. Cool. Kim, we forgot about your bowl.
Yes, we did. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm offering a free gift, $195 value gift. Absolutely free. Remember, no strings attached. And all you have to do is just book a dinner today. That's it. When you do that, when I come and I show at the door and we have an amazing dinner, I literally have a bowl in my hand and I give it to you. Now, Katrina, can you tell them about this bowl? This is awesome.
I want to use it for everything. I need to book a couple more dinners with you so I can get a few, because you guys don't sell stuff like you give it away.
Yes.
But yeah, the bowl is like this beautiful stainless steel, really thick walled bowl, and you could put anything in it.
It keeps your hot and your cold. It's cold, and it's amazing. So what I do is I just come and I have fun and I bring presents and we talk about health and nutrition.
So you can text dinner for that. And then Samantha Taylor, right on track for tonight in your Land O'Lakes location.
Free seminar tonight at Land O'Lakes, 6:30. Go to SamanthaTaylorFitness.com.
And that's 6:30. Roughly how long is that going to run?
About an hour.
And what are you going to cover?
All the tips you need to know how to get your goals under control.
Awesome. This is Tampa Home Talk. Leo and I have had so much fun with you guys this week. Happy 2019 to you. It's already 2019. Pick one big goal, stick with it, keep it. If we can help you or my guests can help you, we would love to. Call us or text us at 813-377-2775. 813-377-2775. Remember, love where you live, or I'm going to fix it. Welcome home.